Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Unusually Horrid Vlog. I have something special for you today. I have not done a chaos craft for you since December, maybe November even, because I think the one for December wound up getting like scrapped. So yes, it's been forever since I've done a chaos craft video for you, but here is a project that I've been waiting to do for literally years. So this is a table that I will be redoing for you. You guys will see the before clip right now. So this table came from my sister's house. I used to hang out in her garage a lot back when I lived there, and this was the table that was in the garage. And I always kind of had this vision for the table. So my sister's been bugging me to help her clean out her garage forever, and I'm lazy, so I haven't done it. Well, they finally got me on a good day, and my brother-in-law and my sister both were like, hey, come get some stuff. And I was like, ooh, yeah, sounds like a plan. So I picked up the table, and we are going to be giving it a nice goth makeover. So I'm gonna keep the gray parts gray, we're gonna turn all the white parts black, and then we're gonna put some really cool drawer pulls on it. So let's take it away. Let's go ahead and start this project. I'm going to start by sanding it, or at least sanding it enough to get extra texture off, and we're gonna be spray painting it. So here's the footage from that. Enjoy my voiceover from now on.
Hello, this is the voiceover. All right, so I have a couple different kinds of sanders. I couldn't find any actual sandpaper, so I got these kind of like buffing bricks. That's what I'll call them. Same basic premise. Buffers, sanders. Anyway, I've taken the drawer out because that is going to be tackled on a completely different day, so from now on, they are separate. And yeah, I just got to buffing and sanding and getting all the extra texture off and trying to make it as even as I can for when we spray paint this. So after about an hour and a half of sanding slash buffing, it was time to spray paint. And you don't want to forget your mask when you're spray painting because nobody likes a nostril full of spray paint. It's uncomfortable, it will stick to your nostril hairs. Anyway, so for our first coat of spray paint, I wanted to make sure that it was as covered as it possibly could be without it getting like sticky or runny. Unfortunately, I did forget to film any of the second coat, so unfortunately, this is all the spray painting footage we have up until the varnish. So after the second coat dried, it was time to put the varnish on. The varnish adds a nice shine and makes it look very nice and put together and like a real piece of furniture. Not necessarily something I just did in my backyard, but you know, it's looking fancy now. Welcome to day 2.
Okay, so we have the drawer here. We've got the handles that the new ones are on their way because we've got some burn marks here. It's kind of grimy, so we're gonna clean that up with this. With the same sanders that we used before, we're gonna clean that off. And then, yeah, we're going to start by taking these handles off, which this one seems to already be loose. So, we shall start with these. We've got some purple handles coming within the next hour or so, allegedly. Okay, so now that all of these are out, I'm gonna go ahead and start buffing it before we paint the white black.
So as I was buffing the drawer, the doorbell rang.
Let's zoom out a bit. I'd open this on camera. Big envelope for such a small package, but here are the drawer pulls. So what we are replacing these lovelies with. Oh, they're all in their own little box. Oh, these are big. Ooh. Okay, size comparison. So these are the, why is this sticky? So we've got these nice big purple, like jewel drawer pulls now. Oh, these are gonna look so good once this is all done. Let's just make sure this fits. Should be good, should be good. Okay, moving back to what I was doing, which was sanding. Because we can't even put these on until we varnish this. So, back to sanding. Do you like my Twitch setup in the back? So we've done some sanding. It's smoothed out as much as I can get it. Yeah, that's pretty much stuck there. Most of the issue is that it's kind of dirty. So I got a wet washcloth here. I'm just gonna take this along all the corners and edges. Make sure there's no dust in there before we paint it. Okay, so now I'm going to be painting it. I'm going to be painting it with just black acrylic. Essentially, it's going to have the same matte finish as the spray paint did, but when we varnish it, it's not really gonna matter anyway. I just chose not to spray paint this so I wouldn't have to bother with like taping anything. I can just freely paint it. So that's my motivation. So yeah, enjoy the montage of me painting. Okay, so while this dries, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these like tiles because some of them are pretty grimy. So I'm just gonna wash these and hopefully I don't have to repaint them at all because I wasn't planning on it, but this should be ready by the time this is done. So we're chugging along. Okay, so this is nice and dry now. I'm gonna go take it outside and do a coat of the clear varnish. Welcome to day 3. So last night I washed these. They're much nicer now, much nicer now, much nicer. Look at that, none of them have gross junk all over them anymore. So these are ready to go back onto the table. And the last thing that we have to do is put on our drawer handles. Yeah, last night I went out and I sprayed this down. As you can see, it's all dry. I kept it outside last night, but it looks so good. So we're just gonna pop these bad boys in here and call it a finished project. Ain't she a beauty? She's as tight as it's gonna get, still a little loose. Now this is what we've got. We've got these two. We just need to figure out these two, and then I'm calling this project done.
And just like that, after 3 days of hard work, we went from this grimy old table that had been sitting in a garage for 3 years to a beautiful goth end table of my dreams. I'm so happy with it.
Okay, it's been 3 days. We're finally done. Really, it's been like a week and a half, but I've spent 3 days on this project and we're finally done. I'm pretty happy with it. My only complaints really are with the drawer handles. In the Amazon advertisement, thumbnail, what have you, the silver part on the knobs actually looked more black, so I was a little bit disappointed when they came silver instead of black. They're also a little bit bigger than I thought they would be, But in the end, I had to figure some stuff out and I made it work. Anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you. You're cool. Thank you. But yeah, if you've watched this far and you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. But if you want to see this face more and hear this voice more, you can always check me out on Twitch. All of my links are in my bio. I stream 4 times a week, so you'll get to know me pretty well if you hang out there. Or if you just want to see some pictures of my makeup, you can follow me on Instagram. So I always post when I'm gonna go live, and I always post when I have new videos up. So if you feel so inclined to do so, and if you want all the latest and greatest on Unusually Horrid, don't forget to check out the Facebook page. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. Thank you for watching my fun DIY craft. This is honestly probably the biggest chaos craft that I've like taken on so far. This is a project I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and now that it's like directly in front of me, so like I'm like looking over there. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm really happy with it. It's all my dreams have come true. It looks so good. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good life. Unusually Horrid out. Okay, bye.